Hello, I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 24. Put away from thee a froward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee. Proverbs has a lot to say about human speech. In fact, the word mouth is used over 50 times and the word lips over 40 times. This is why Solomon begins his instruction. Remember the preceding verse, keep thy heart with all diligence. Starts right here with the mouth. It's been said that what goes in has got to come out. Our heart is shaped largely by what we see and by what we hear. This is in process by our thinking, our desires, and our will, which is what the Bible calls the heart. And then what comes in comes out. And typically, the first notable place we recognize a person's heart is through their speech. The word froward and perverse both deal with perversity and the idea of truth. But the distinction is that one is distorting the truth while the other speaks of departing from the truth. A froward mouth is what we call distorting the truth. Satan did this with Eve in the Garden of Eden. He added to the word of God. Then he moved to the next step of getting Eve to depart from the truth by questioning God's person and his promise. What you say says an awful lot about you. Verse number 25, let thine eyes look right on. Let thine eyelids look straight before thee. It's been said that our eye is the gateway to the soul. Our eyes are responsible for most of our brain's processing. Every book we read, every movie we watch shapes our life, whether we realize it or not. Think of how covetousness begins. We see something, and in our mind, we have to obtain it. How does adultery begin? It starts with that lingering look and a lustful thought. Then there is the good side of what we see. Think about an artist who can paint beautiful pictures. They can see something and then they can reproduce it on a canvas. Think of someone who is good at interior design. They walk into a room and they visualize the colors, and before you know it, they've made it just beautiful. Our eyes can be used for evil or good. So to keep our heart, we need to keep our eyes fixed on one thing, and that is on the Lord. It's not good enough just to say, I'm not going to look at wrong things. We need to choose to fill our eyes, our thoughts, and our heart with good things, and do that from the start. Verse 26, ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. As we're looking at practical tips here and keeping our heart with all diligence, Solomon started with the lips in verse 24, our look in verse 25. Now he's going to look at our leading. What is it that leads us? It appears with a quick glance that this verse simply implies that we're supposed to watch where we're going. But there's more to it than that. Ponder the path of thy feet. Ponder in Hebrew means to weigh. We need to determine what is the most profitable path of life and just start walking it. Then our life can have purpose and profit, or as it says here, all of our ways will be established. All of us have probably been lost before. Sometimes before we started out with no direction, or maybe we've been given bad directions by somebody. What happened? Well, probably being lost, we got anxious. No doubt some of us, and with all the intentions that we had, were wasted, or we missed out on something because we lost time. Life's too short to waste time. Life can lead you to some very fearful places. So why not ponder your path each day in the Word of God and let God lead you? We're going to finish out the chapter, verse 27. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Have you ever went to get something, became distracted, and came back without that item you started out to retrieve? Some say this is a sign of old age. And maybe there's a truth to that thought, but it may also be that you started thinking about something else and you just plain forgot. There are ways to remedy this problem. You could be disciplined to accomplish your errand and nothing or else, or you could write it down on a note card so you'll remember this. Either way, it's a decision to accomplish the desired task without distractions or detours. Life's got a lot of distraction, does it not? Some are bad, like drugs, immorality, a covetous mind. Others, maybe not so bad, but they can keep us from our goals, like television and cell phones and games. Solomon says, if you're going to keep your heart with all diligence, you have to have a direction, and then don't be distraction. Don't go left, don't go right, don't go forward. Does this describe your Christian life? Forward without distraction. It should. get started today. Hey, just before we sign off, thank you for joining us for these 5-minute Bible studies. We're going to take a break for the next 2 weeks. So we wish you all a Merry Christmas, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year as we roll into Proverbs chapter 5. God bless you.